everybody. Welcome or welcome back to Crafts by KMW. Thank you so much for clicking on this video to watch it. I truly appreciate it, more than I could ever express, and I hope you enjoy it. I am really excited for this video, but before I get started, I just want to say thank you to all of my new and current subscribers. I truly appreciate you, and I hope you are enjoying the channel. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and any other videos that you watch of mine. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm and will help me to grow my channel by putting my videos out there for more people to see. And if you're not subscribed already, I would truly appreciate that you smash that subscribe button. It is totally free and will not only support the channel, but also give you access to all of my content and playlists in one place. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. And if you've seen any of my videos, you know I have a beautiful but feisty and sometimes annoying black cat named Finn. And he is also on Instagram at Finn the Fabulous Black Cat. So you can follow him there if you would like to as well. All right, so now that that's all over with, I can get to the video. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my collection of creepy fall, Halloween, horror, dark, fantasy coloring books. I have 22 of them, which isn't a lot, but I've seen a lot of posts on some of the Facebook groups that I belong to lately asking, what are your recommendations for fall and Halloween coloring books? So I thought this would be a helpful video to make. I really love all of these books, and even though I haven't colored in most of them, I definitely plan to. So I will say up front that some of these books are AI. Some of the books, in fact, many of them are Amazon printed books. So the paper is not fantastic. And some of them are sort of on the periphery of creepy, horror, Halloween, etc. And I will explain how they fit in because it's a big genre. You know, there's gothic, there's creepy, there's fantasy, there's animals, there's all different kinds of like horror Halloween. And it ranges from, you know, very cute and pretty and whimsical all the way to dark and extreme and very violent, and then everything in between. So I have a wide range, and so I feel like whatever your level of engagement is in the, you know, goth, Halloween, dark horror world is, you can find something that you might like to color and have in your collection. So I will try to give you where I purchased the books, cost when I can, and about the quality of the paper. Some of these I do have full flip throughs of on my channel, so I will try to remember to share that as well. All right, so I'm going to start with one of my favorite illustrators, Kirby Rosan's. So this book is Alien Worlds, and this is one that you might be thinking, how does this fit into this video? Well, aliens, I think, definitely fit in. They're not overtly Halloween, but they're definitely dark, creepy, spooky, weird. And this book is just so beautifully illustrated that I just felt like I wanted to include it. And there has been a lot of alien decor in the stores if you've gone out Halloween shopping at all. And I think it's kind of a trend that aliens are going to pop up more in Halloween decor. So I thought this would fit. I do have a full flip through of this book on my channel. I believe this book is anywhere from $16.99 to $19.99. I got mine on Amazon. If you're not familiar with Kirby's books, they are very intricate, gorgeous. He has an amazing imagination. The paper is good. It is cardstock, bright white, good quality. You can use your wet media on here. And this isn't one of my favorite coloring books or even my favorite of Kirby's, but because the pages are so whimsical and nothing is real in here, you can pretty much do anything. And I really like that. I don't feel like I have to use realistic colors. So this is a one page that I've colored in this book. I used all chalk pastels, and I had fun coloring it and experimenting with opposite colors on the color wheel. So if you like aliens and beautiful, very intricate illustrations, this might be a book that you might like to get. So next, I have Dragon Tales from Anastasia Ellie Caldereva. Now, this is another one that you may be thinking, how does that fit in with Halloween books? The reason it does is because it features dragons, and dragons are mythical creatures, and I think definitely fit in with the horror genre, Halloween, and that. These dragons in this book, though, are friendly, whimsical, cute. They're not those mean, tyrannical dragons that you see in lots of other books and in movies. And that's why I liked this book and wanted to get it. I like dragons, but I don't like the killer dragons. So if you're like that too, this book might be for you. And Anastasia's illustrations are just beautiful. Here is a definite Halloween one, and there's another one that she has with, I think there's candy in it. I'm not sure. Yep, here's another one. So that could be Halloween. This could be fall with this cute dragon with the fall wreath. So it does tie in a little bit, but if you like whimsical pages, cute, pretty, this is really nice and incorporates dragons. So this book was, I think, $19, and Anastasia sells the books herself. So you would want to either get them from her website. You can also buy some of her books on eBay. However, they are super expensive, and the shipping is astronomical, like $30. So check out Anastasia's website first. So this is her name, Anastasia Ellie Caldereva. And if you buy more than one book, she'll group them together, and then you get a discount on shipping that way. All right, next we have a truly Halloween book. So this is The Big Book of Halloween in Autumn by Molly Harrison. So this is a compilation of like 5 other books that she has. Halloween fantasy coloring, Halloween in Autumn coloring book, Halloween coloring book, whimsical world, and then she also added some new pages in as of 2021. So if you have any of Molly Harrison's other books, you might get some double images in here. But these are definitely Halloween, so you'll see pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns. There's lots of gothic images in here as well. Like this one is really gothic to me. Some of them are a little bit different styles. You'll see thin lines, darker lines. There's just a lot of variety in this book, and I really like that. There's cute ones, there's ones that are a little bit darker, a little bit more gothic. This, I believe, is Amazon printed paper. It's not that great. It's pretty much copy paper, but the images are really pretty, and you can always take pictures or scan the images and then print them on whatever paper you want. I have the Nina cardstock, so sometimes I do that with some of the books. I just scan them in with my Adobe app on my phone, and then I print them out with my printer on different paper. So you can definitely do that. Just because the paper is bad, that never discourages me from buying a book, because you can scan and print on your own. So I believe this book was, I don't know, anywhere from like $10 to $13 on Amazon. I would highly recommend it though if you like pages like this. Whimsical, pretty, gothic, and very Halloween with like pumpkins, your traditional Halloween. So next, I have the Occult and Folklore coloring book. So this one is sort of recent. I bought this within the last year or so, and I've just started to color in it. So this one is square. I got this one at Barnes and Noble, I believe. The regular price is $16.99. It is kind of expensive. However, it is a really beautiful book. So it is double-sided, and it has a lot of folklore scenes in it. And there are some what I would call Halloween pages. So this is definitely a Halloween page. Just a lot of witchy, occult, kind of witchy and occult symbols like this one. Here we have a planchette from a Ouija board. They're just really beautiful illustrations, line art, but they're very detailed. I like that there's a nice variety. So yeah, I am excited to keep coloring in this book. And I think if you like kind of witchy, occult, mysterious images, I think this is really a great book to get. This is from the Duchess of Lore, and I'm pretty sure you can get it on Amazon as well. And then the next one is Mythagoria Nightmare Cabaret. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have a full flip through of this book on the channel, so you can check that out if you would like. And I also have a full flip through of this one on the channel. So this is Nightmare Cabaret by Mythagoria. This is illustrated by Fausto Bianchi, and this one is one-sided. The paper is pretty nice on this one. It's not quite cardstock, but it's definitely a step or two up from just regular copy paper. As you can see, I've been working in this book. I have been using gel pens, metallic gel pens, mostly silver, gold, bronze, and red to go over some of the parts I want to be more metallic looking. So these are just beautiful and really creepy images. So this is like taking place in like a circus, just really gorgeous, gorgeous illustrations. I am not a fan of there being so much black on these pages. Some of them have less than others, but I figure I can work around them, and then I don't have to use as much black. So I'm actually okay with it. Like this one has a ton of black on it. So that is the only thing really that I'm not in love with. If you like pretty gory stuff, like this one's pretty gory, creepy, I would say this is definitely a horror coloring book, much darker than this is for you. And they have a bunch of other ones that are really creepy too. I know they have a Frozen Nightmare one that's pretty creepy and gory, similar to this. Not by the same illustrator, but still along the same lines. So if you like that really creepy horror, dark stuff, this is an excellent book to get. This one, I believe I got at Barnes & Noble as well. Regular price of this is $19. That is pretty consistent with all the Mythographic and Mythagoria books. They're all pretty much $19 to like $21, $22. I believe I paid that for this, which I kind of wish I hadn't, but I would say it's definitely worth it just because of the quality of the images. They are just absolutely gorgeous, and they're clear. You can see what everything is, even though there's a lot going on. So this is a really great one to get if you are a true horror fan. So next is A Little Grim World, and I do not know who publishes this. It doesn't really say on the book at all. So I don't know who creates these books, but there's, I think, 3 or 4 A Little Grim World books for sale. I got mine on Amazon. I believe this was anywhere from $8 to $10. These are AI generated images. It's all grayscale. The paper is very flimsy. I believe this is Amazon printed paper. But the images are really weird and whimsical and strange and fantastical and just not overtly Halloween, but definitely just strange and weird and interesting. Here you actually have a skeleton, so it's kind of Halloween. So I just thought these were really unique, interesting pages. So if you like stuff a little weird, but not really dark and too creepy, I think this one is a nice choice. So next we have The Beauty and Horror Animals. So this is from, I have to raise it up, Knox Oleander. The author name is so small up there. So this is a book of all creepy horror animals and creatures. So there's not a lot of people in this book. I think there's only like 1 or 2 pages that has a person. But these are all different types of animals that have just been horrified. I really like this page. This is one of the reasons I bought this book. I think this book was about $6, $7 on Amazon. The paper is not fantastic. I would say it's copy paper, maybe a step up from copy paper, but the images are really detailed and pretty cool. If you like creepy horror, I think this one is an interesting choice. And it's not too expensive, which is nice. So next I have the first of 2 Selena Fennick books. So this one is Night Magic, Gothic and Halloween coloring book. So I believe this also is an Amazon printed book. And the images in here are really gothic, not overtly Halloween, but more dark fantasy goth. Some of them have hints of Halloween. You'll see witches' hats, black cats. One thing I like about these books is that you get a second copy of each image, which is really cool. If you make a mistake, you have another one to try to get better. So these are really pretty fantasy. Here's one that I'm still working on. I need to do more with the dress here, but a lot of really lovely pages in this book. So if you like more gothic style, this is a good one to get. And I believe that one is about $8.99 or so. I think all of the Selena Fenwick books are about that price. And then here's the second one I have. This is the Gothic Dark Fantasy coloring book. So this is very similar to that one. So mostly portraits. Some are Halloween. But then all the images are, again, fantasy, gothic, really lovely. You get 2 copies of each page again. This is one of my favorite pages. I'm still working on this one, but I really like that. And again, same paper, I believe it's Amazon, and about the same price, $8.99. And I got that one from Amazon as well. So here's another one I got from Amazon, and I believe this is about the same price. I would say anywhere from $6.99 to $8.99. This is from Chris Ortega, A Colorless Kingdom, Volume 2, Dark and Gothic. I thought I had A Colorless Kingdom, Volume 1, but I either can't find it or don't have it. So I'm not really sure. But this has 30 images. This is an Amazon printed book, I'm pretty sure, so the paper's not great. But the images are really pretty. Gothic, dark, not necessarily scary, but gothic and dark. I like that there's both men and women in here as well. Here's a sugar skull one, which I think is pretty. So again, if you like more gothic fantasy stuff rather than the true horror, that is a really nice choice. So this next one is one I bought recently, and I do have a full flip through of this book on my channel. This is the Curiosity Shop coloring book by Chris Price. And this one shows different like curiosity shops and curiosity cabinets. This is a highly detailed book, as you can see. Some of the pictures are a little weird, creepy, and then others are kind of pretty and whimsical. So it gives you a really nice mixture. Very detailed. I'm really looking forward to coloring some of these. The paper is an off-white, which I like. It adds to the vintage feel. It is cardstock. I wouldn't say it's super, super heavy cardstock, but it's a decent weight. So I think it will hold up to even wet media as well. But this is a really nicely put together book, and I would highly recommend it if you do like curiosity cabinets and things like that. So I think it's kind of cool. And this one is $15.99. I'm not sure if I paid that. I might have, but I definitely think that one is worth it. So this one is the Modern Witch coloring book for adults. Again, purchased on Amazon. I believe this was like $5 or $6. And it is an Amazon printed book again. So the paper isn't great, but I really like some of the images. If you like witchy stuff, gothic, this is a neat book. Some of the pages are printed on black, some on white. So I like the mothy pages. There's one in here I really like. I really like this page. I'm looking forward to coloring this one. So just a small book, not very thick, just some witchy images for Halloween. So next is a Creative Haven book, Gothic Fantasy. This is illustrated by Marty Noble. So this one is goth, not necessarily Halloween, but you will see skulls in here, black cats, skeletons, bats, although it's not necessarily Halloween, but it has a lot of Halloween icons or images in there. I just love her style. She does line art and just really whimsical, fun. Again, very gothic fantasy. So if you like that, again, more than like the really dark horror, this is a really nice one to get. It has a lot of people in it. So I really like that. And this one is $6.99. And I believe that's what I paid for it on Amazon. So next is this one, Sugar Skull Beauties. And again, Sugar Skulls are not overtly Halloween. However, if you went shopping for Halloween decor, they had a lot of Sugar Skull, Day of the Dead, Halloween decorations this year. So I think that's kind of the trend to sort of loop that into Halloween, even though it's not a Halloween holiday at all and doesn't stand for the same things that Halloween does. But I just really like the images in here. This is an AI book, absolutely. And it's all grayscale, but I think they're really pretty. It's a smaller book. I think it's about 8 by 8. And this is published by Daydream Art. So if you do like Sugar Skulls and Day of the Dead makeup, this is a really lovely one to get. This is one that I've started and I'm working on. The paper is Amazon print paper, so it's not especially great, but I think the images are really lovely. And then I do have another Daydream Art book. This is Creepy Collections, Forgotten Dolls and Discarded Things. So this is very similar to the other one. Again, all AI images. These are really creepy. Definitely very goth, a little bit dark. I haven't started any in this book because I think this book is going to be hard to color. The pages are going to be hard to color because it is AI and there's a lot of stuff in here that you can't really tell what it is. So I've sort of been hesitant to get started on one, but I'm definitely going to color most, if not all of these. So these two books I got from Amazon, and I believe they were both about $5.99, $6.99, something like that. Next is Tales from the Witch's Cottage by Hannah Carlson. She is another one of my very favorite coloring book illustrators. I have a lot of her books and I'm probably going to collect all of them. So this is one of my newer purchases. So there is a full flip through of this book on my channel. And I do think I flipped through one or both of these as well. I can't remember, but I do think there might be flip through of one or both of those as well. So this one is, I believe, like $16.99, although I didn't pay that. I bought mine from Amazon and I believe I paid about $10, $11 for it. It was on sale, which is the way I try to get most of my supplies and coloring books. But this one's on the cuter side, the more whimsical side. So you do have a lot of cats and witches. There are bats in here, potions. I would say it's more magical than Halloween. But if you like Hannah Carlson's illustration style, her pictures, this is definitely one to get. I'm probably going to do at least one color along for fall Halloween this month from this book. So if you have this book and you'd like to see me do a color along in here, let me know what page you recommend. I haven't picked one or thought of one yet, so I would love some suggestions. So next I have this one. This is Catty Witches. So this is from a publisher, Collodin. I'm not sure how to say that. But this is from Amazon. I believe this was like $5 to $7. And this again is an Amazon printed book. So the paper is not great. But I just thought the images were cute. I love cats. And some of them are very Halloween. Most of them have witches' hats. And I just think these are cute, fun little images. It's a cheap book, so that's why I bought it. Next, I have Halloween Color Your Fright by Mardell Rubio. So this book, I believe, is out of print. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it is. So I had to buy mine on eBay, and I paid way too much for it. I think the regular price is, I don't know, maybe anywhere from $16 to $20. And I think I paid $30 or more for it. When I saw it on a flip through, and I believe I saw it on Color with Claire's channel, I love the images and I wanted it. So I kind of got to the point where I thought, okay, either I'm gonna pay a lot for it or I'm not gonna have it. So I decided that paying a lot for it was worth it. And this book is really nice. It is definitely worth a little bit more money. The paper is excellent. It is cardstock. It is thick. It does have some tooth to it. And the images are just amazing. Creepy, weird, a little bit dark. Some of them are darker than others. Whimsical, gothic, strange, dark. I probably already said dark. Just really interesting images. Unlike any images I've seen before for Halloween or gothic books. So this is absolutely a beautiful book. If you can get your hands on one, if you like this style, I highly recommend it. So next I have 6 books. They are all from the same series, the Beauty of Horror series by Alan Robert. I love these books, and I started getting into them from watching book reviews and flip throughs of them by Color with Claire. I like to thank Color with Claire. She's probably not watching, but I would like to thank her for introducing me to these books and this series. I am very grateful because I absolutely love them. And even though it sounds like, ooh, horror, that might be bad, it's not really. If you're not one of those who doesn't, if you are one of those, who doesn't like the really dark, violent horror part or horror stuff, this one is good for you, because I don't like that super dark, creepy, violent stuff. I'm more like creepy clowns and monsters and bones and skeletons and bats and things like that. And that's what you're going to find in these books. Before I show you, I do want to say that I have inserted in these books some pages that are not a part of the book. So I have taken pages that I really, really like and want to color again, and scanned them into my computer, printed them out, and then added them in. So some of the images, and I'll try to remember to point them out, are not a part of the book. So I just want to say that. I've colored in all of these books, so you'll see a lot of pages started. But these are double-sided. The paper is great. It is thick paper, and it takes wet media really well. This one I used gelatos on, and the paper really hasn't buckled too much at all. But you'll see a lot of monsters and just creepy stuff in here. I love this one. So imaginative. Some of them are creepier than others. Some of them are really fun and whimsical, which I really like. This one is actually from the Halloween special, which I looked at of a friend, and she allowed me to scan some of the pages. So I scanned in this one and printed it, but this one is not a part of that book, of this book. This is one of my favorites that I colored, one of my favorite illustrations in the book. So again, you see a nice wide variety of different types of pages, ranging from really scary to more just Halloween and just creepy. So that's the first one. And then here's the second one. This one's actually called Ghouliana's Creepatorium. So just more of the same type of page. This one is actually from one of the other books that I'm going to show you soon. I wanted to color it again, so I put it in this one. But here's one from this one that I colored. I love this. This is one of my favorites. This is another one of my favorites as well. And in these books, there's a character, Ghouliana, which is hers right here, which is her right here. And you see her woven throughout all the books. She has some little friends. She has a skeleton dog. And I think that's really neat to kind of follow her through. All of these books are anywhere from, I think, $16.99 to $18.99, but you can usually find them on sale. I don't think I've ever paid full price for one. I bought mine on Amazon, and I think I've almost always gotten them on a discount. So this is the third one, Haunted Playgrounds. So this one is more like carnival, circus, fair themed pages, which I really like. This is one of my favorite ones. Although I don't know if I can say that because I really love all of them. So here's the fifth one. I don't have the fourth one. That one is horror movie characters and horror movie scenes. And I'm not really into horror movies. When I was watching the flip through of that one, I didn't even recognize half the characters. So I haven't bought that book, but just wanted to tell you that there is one out there. If you do like horror movies, you might want to get that book. So this one is famous people who have passed on. So there's artists, scholars, entertainers, actors, singers, personalities, all what I call Alan Robertified. These are two that I have finished. Farrah Fawcett Majors and Marilyn Monroe. I love these pages. And Alan Robert actually commented on my post on the Facebook group and said that this was a really nice page. So I will always remember that. It's so exciting. And then this is The Beauty of Horror 7. So this is featuring works of art, paintings, drawings, even sculptures that have been Alan Robertified. And I'm sorry about all of the wax paper that's in here. I've been using a lot of chalk pastel in this book, so I'm trying to prevent the chalk pastel from getting everywhere. So I've been blocking off the pages. So this has a lot of different works of art and sculptures. A lot of them I didn't recognize, I didn't know. There's a lot from Van Gogh, from many of the artists that you know of. And then there were others that I'd never heard of before or seen. So this one I love, Woman with a Buff Collar, and it's been Beetlejuiced, which I think is hilarious. This is one that I finished. I'd never seen this artwork before or knew or heard of it. So here's Washington crossing the Delaware. We have all horror movie characters in there. Anguliana. This is a really fun book. If you like art and artwork and you kind of like creepy horror stuff, this is a really fun book. I'm having a blast coloring the pages and I cannot wait to finish it. And then I have one more. This is number 22 in my collection. So this is the Best of the Beauty of Horror series book. And this one was published, I believe, last year. So this one contains, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 pages from each of the 7 books. So you get a little smattering of them all. And these are images that I think Alan liked the best and also were the most colored and posted on the Facebook group. So some of these you've probably already seen before in some of those other books that I showed you. So I really like this one. I kind of like best of coloring books or compilation coloring books because it gives you an opportunity to color a second image or color a page another time, a totally different way. And then for me, it gives me the opportunity to color pages from the 4th book that I don't necessarily want to purchase because I'm not a horror movie fan, but I like some of the images. I love this one. So here we have a lot of the classic horror movie characters watching a movie. Love that one. And then I also love this one with the classic vampires. So it gives me an opportunity to color some pages from some of the books that I don't have. And I only don't have one, but I'm really excited to color those pages. So that is my spooky fall, Halloween, gothic, dark, horror coloring book collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any of these books, if you like them, and which ones you really like, which were your favorites, or what was your favorite from the video. I don't think I could pick one out, although this one is really high up, the art one of the Beauty of Horror series. That one's really high on my list. So I will say that, but I don't think I could pick out one definitive one. I love them all. So thank you so much for watching. Again, check me out on Facebook and Instagram if you would like. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, don't forget to have a fantastic and very crafty day. See you next time.